Welcome back, everybody, to Bronx Talks. Today, we're going to be talking about the Yankees bullpen. It has been a strength and a weakness so far for the Yankees, and it is going to change a little bit soon. They do have reinforcements coming, so we're going to be talking about what the bullpen's done so far, what Clay Holmes has done, and some guys that are going to be coming back. So, to start, if you look at the stats, some of the basic stats like ERA, you'd say Yankees bullpen has been great. Yankees are top five in bullpen ERA. A few other metrics. They're also doing well, but it's not necessarily the full story. I believe the Yankees are second in inherited runners that have scored. So basically, starters coming out of the game with guys on base, or another reliever coming out of the game with guys on base, and those runners score. Yankees have not done a great job with. So, those runners don't necessarily count towards the ERA, but they are still runs that count to the game. There are still runs that score. So just one thing that really hasn't been great for the Yankees bullpen. However, with that aside, they have had probably one of the best relief pitchers in the game this year, and that's in Clay Holmes. I mean, we really had no clue what we were going to get from Clay Holmes because he has been up and down. I believe it was 2022 when he looked like completely unhittable in the first half. He was an all-star, and then the second half was kind of just a complete wild card. 2023, there was a stretch where he was unhittable, and then there was another stretch where he was hitting batters, walking guys, giving up hard hit balls. So I guess we were kind of going into the 2024 season just wondering, how is Clay Holmes going to start? Which Clay Holmes are we going to get? And we're probably getting one of the best versions of Clay Holmes we have ever seen. And he is doing some things a little bit differently this year because, I know a lot of people, when talking about Clay Holmes, they look at BABIP luck because he's generally, a ground ball pitcher. So when he's getting success, some people like to relate that to just the ground balls are finding gloves. That's not really the case, though. He's getting more swings and misses this year. He's also generating significantly weaker contact. And not to mention, he has one walk in 16 and a third innings. So this guy is legit. Is he not going to give up a run for the entire season? Probably not. But I think if he can keep this up, the Yankees are blessed. And I know people have been hard on Holmes because we're Yankee fans. We've been used to, Mariano, even Chapman when he was good. But look, if Clay Holmes can keep this up, he is going to be set. So I think we can all feel comfortable with the closer role. So Jonathan Loaisiga went down pretty much at the beginning of the season, April 4th, I believe, and he's now out for the season. That's a big blow. I mean, he probably would have been our seventh or eighth inning guy. I know they were even looking to stretch him out. So, the combination of Loaisiga and Holmes probably would have been pretty lethal. We're not going to get to see that this year. So that sucks. But the Yankees do have some guys that should be coming back. I'll start and talk about Nick Birdie, who just made a rehab assignment on Wednesday. I think he pitched an inning, 2 strikeouts, no runs, looked good, felt healthy. He's probably going to return, I'd like to say in the next week or two, but he's a high leverage reliever and, maybe not one of the most established guys, but look, he came out this spring and was throwing 100 and looked nasty. So this guy's going to be pretty important in the bullpen and help secure that. Maybe take the load off Holmes a bit, so he's not having to go 2 inning saves and pitching, in every single close game, and just take a little bit off of him. The Yankees also have Tommy Kahnle, who just made a rehab assignment yesterday as well. This is going to be important. Tommy Kahnle, he's had a lot of stints with the Yankees and generally pitched pretty well. His changeup is lethal. He's pitched in the playoffs before with the Yankees. He's a big game pitcher. He's a high leverage reliever. He has had a lot of injuries in his career, so Yankees are definitely looking to ease this guy back. We obviously want him for the long haul. But look, he's going to help ensure that bullpen. Then the Yankees also have Scott Efros, who you might have forgotten about a little bit. This guy had back surgery. We traded for him at, I believe, the deadline last year, or it could have been 2 years ago. And we had him for a while. I think he still has maybe 3 or 4 more years left until he's a free agent. He's young. Um, and I was pretty high on this guy, and I still am. I think he should not go underlooked. We really only got to see, a few months of this guy, and I think he's going to be a very important piece for the Yankees when he comes back. I really do think he has a lot more to give than what we've seen. So he should be coming back probably mid-summer. But overall, look, Yankees bullpen, it hasn't killed them. In fact, some people would argue that it's been good. I wouldn't say that. I'd say it's probably been average, maybe a little bit below average. But I think the Yankees are set. They're going to be having guys come back soon. And also, we pretty much just finished April. And that is what the trade deadline is for. That you have holes or spots you need to improve with your team, that is what the deadline is for. You go out and you trade for guys to improve your team. So I think the Yankees are in a really, really good spot here. So let's keep winning games. Let's go sweep the Astros tonight.